We should be live.
Should be.
It should be populating right now. I just got to turn on my volume over here so I can make sure it's not losing its mind.
Live in 2 days.
2 days. It's all right.
It's on me right now. What are you doing?
Right, waiting for it to show up.
It should be up.
Is it?
It says it's up.
Oh, hey, there's Kevin.
Hey, look at that. You're the one with your volume up
I
today.
am volume guy today. Here we go.
All right, guys, if you're tuning in, sorry about that. Somebody put the wrong date in. Hopefully you tune in quickly.
You put the wrong date in.
That's not true. I didn't do it at all.
You
It
are
was
clearly the technical guy.
Clearly, I'm supposed to be, but I didn't get a chance to because nobody sent me a thumbnail.
We had the thumbnail.
Not until after.
We had the thumbnail the whole time.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, because I looked.
We had the whole thing.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No.
Yeah. Bro.
No way.
Bro.
I don't believe you.
Chad.
I would remember. I have the best memory.
You have you bought the same bottle twice.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You ain't got proof.
I got 2 bottles in here that prove you bought
You
the same.
have no proof. You don't have the bottles with you.
I got proof.
That's not proof. Not having
I
it
will,
isn't proof.
I will go get them and prove it.
I don't think you will. I really don't think you'll get up and go prove it.
No, I won't. But
See, exactly. So there is no proof.
I'll take pictures of them. I'll edit it in afterwards.
He's going to edit a picture with 2 bottles in it of the same thing.
Be
So
like,
don't believe him.
These are what Kevin bought.
If the writing's a little bit off on the bottle, he just edited it in post.
Yes. Exactly.
What have you been up to, Casey? How's your 4th?
It was okay. I mean, I was just here.
Well, yeah, I figured you were entertaining.
No, there was nobody here.
Yeah, I was going to grab that smoke wagon. Which one, Kevin? The only one I bought.
The 2 that he bought.
No, there's only one.
Yep, 1 in double quantity.
That is untrue. There's no proof. I keep telling you that.
It was so good. You were like, I need to buy it twice. Didn't even try it, but it's so good.
Everything's so good. Listen, I have multiple bottles of a couple of different ones. But I'm down to 1 bottle on the important one.
What, the Stag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad. 1 bottle left of the Stag, and
Just buy a case next time.
I would if I could, but they're expensive, man.
Not if you buy a case.
They're entirely expensive if you buy a case.
Sure, Lane will go
Thank
halvesies on you.
Yep. It should be sitting in my bag.
Okay.
Yep.
No. There's nothing in there.
Exactly.
Like that.
Exactly.
Listen,
See that? I have character witness. Counselor?
listen,
Character witness.
he's just on your side to
Objection.
try and make me look bad.
Don't badger, okay?
No, you were badgering
You're
me.
badgering.
No, never.
No, I was leading. You're badgering. There's a difference.
So you were leading the witness. That's even worse.
No, leading the witness is fine. It's totally allowed.
Not even.
Yeah, I would know. I went to law school.
No, you didn't. You helped out a
It
little
was
bit with
it
law.
was law school abridged, but it was law school.
Abridged?
Yeah, it was-
Maybe adjacent.
It was abridged. It was just I didn't have to do all the reading.
That's not true. You did some of it.
Didn't have to sit through the lectures.
All right, so you didn't really do law school.
Yeah, I could pass the test.
Maybe. I don't think so.
I could pass the bar.
What?
I
Who?
highly doubt that one.
Switch this all up.
I could pass the bar. Easy.
I mean, it's not that bad of a test, I'm told.
See? Easy.
I would fail that test because I'm bad at tests.
Just guess C.
I do.
That's not going to work out for you.
See? Exactly. Most of my test answers on the test the kids have to take, the answers are A and B. That's it. And you just bounce back and forth.
Not C.
No, it's not 1C in there.
Oh, that's what happened. I forgot to string my microphone cord. I was like, why is that there?
Oh.
Yeah, so wait, what's going on now? What are you guys talking about?
We're just filling time.
Just rambling?
Rambling.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's not going to matter because apparently in Ukraine, they're already killing people with robots.
I saw that and I listened to that other cast that we.
Yeah, what'd you think of
sent.
that shit?
I kind of figured it was going that way because I'm like, we're going to start using it soon, AI with drones to basically sick on other countries. But how does it tell the difference once it's in war? How does it identify, hey, this person's in the field? It could be a bad guy.
Well, right now, a human operator puts it in place and then keys in AI, and then AI, once it has a target, seals the deal. They also set it up on machine guns, like on automatic turrets.
Wait, so you're saying we have sentry guns now?
Yes.
Oh, Oh yeah, I've been waiting for
Do you
that one.
see the look on his face?
I am so happy about that.
I mean-
Listen, so when does the Geneva Convention affect that?
I don't know. Probably right now.
It should at this point.
What's going on, man? I feel like. What's that? No, we don't have any chewer snuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we used to, but we had a hard time getting it recently, so we stopped carrying it. Yep, night.
Guy had a Buffalo Bills shirt on.
I know, and he came in here like
He's
a bat
probably
out of
hoping to
hell.
see Josh Allen. Yeah, so it's Celebrity Golf Week. We're halfway through our 2 weeks of hell every summer in Tahoe.
Oh, that's right. Is Josh Allen coming up?
Dude, this is good. I mean, the nose on this is fantastic.
I haven't tried it yet.
I know. I haven't tried it yet either.
Oh, you have like 2-3 bottles of that, don't
I
you?
do not. I have 2 as of today.
So I was right. I said 2 or 3
But I never opened the first one.
because you wanted a backup.
It's the 1924 right there.
Oh,
So you still have 2
Oh, yes.
unopened.
still have 2
Unopened.
unopened.
Whereas I have multiple open bottles, but
Of
not
this?
of that one.
I was about to say of this.
No.
That's good. That's really good.
Is it the best?
Still
one?
has that little Old Forester bite.
Ah,
You get?
okay.
It's good though.
Better than the regular.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I was going to have to get up regardless.
Why?
I ain't got no ashtray
How'd you work that out? We're literally a cigar shop.
because I set up
What
everything
the
else
fuck?
and took the ashtray off.
How do you not have the one thing you need?
Wait, so I don't feel like we've spent enough time with the robots are killing people thing, if I'm being honest.
We haven't.
Like, we're clearly like 3 to 6 months away from Terminator and no one cares.
Well, how is this any different? We've just been using drones.
No, but now, so you basically fly it in,
Okay.
right? And you put the crosshairs on a target,
Yeah.
and then you just go hit a button,
You just set it and
and
forget it.
AI takes care of the rest. They did a demo. The head of the company was on a motorcycle, and he like
They had him
jumps
chase
on
him
the bike
down.
and takes off, and they just ran him down. Meanwhile, they're having a blast with it, right? Because it's their boss.
You better speed up.
They're like, speed up, it's gonna get you.
So
But
we're
10 to
at-
1 says this has already happened. They've already fired.
Oh, they asked a dude. They asked one of the Ukrainian guys, and they're like, "So, how long before this happens on the battlefield?" And he's like, "I don't know, 6 months, 3 months, maybe it's already happened."
So the answer is yes, it has happened.
So yeah, it's already happening.
Yeah.
But my question is, do we do it in the style of iRobot where we give it like 3 laws? Or are we going to do it like
What?
just winging it?
First of all,
Dude, the best part about this, did you catch the part where they're like, "Oh yeah, the software's not encrypted on the drones."
Yeah. You can hop in there,
yeah,
break into it. And
this is just advanced tracking software, not AI.
No, we don't actually have AI yet.
Yeah, iRobot is AI.
yeah,
that's-
but we're getting there.
The 3 rules of robotics apply to artificial intelligence.
They're working on that. That's why they're starting with this.
Though the
I
best you're
have
gonna have
no
on
doubt.
this is an abort command, because once it's on target, like
You can't abort it.
you're like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
it's not work. We've lost connection." Ah, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you hit the abort and it's like, I'm sorry, Dave.
Yeah, I can't do that, Dave.
I can't do that, Dave. You're like, oh, okay.
Thank you for saving me
Oh.
from myself.
Dude, listen.
Look who has joined us.
Who do we got? Oh, it's a Cam Bowman.
Oh, we were
What's
just
going on,
talking.
man? I was telling
Yeah.
them you called me because
is true.
it's been a minute. No. That's how AI should announce itself,
Just
right? It shouldn't be nuclear bombs.
Nope.
No.
No.
It should be words on a screen and a speaker going, "I can't do that, Dave."
I'm sorry, Dave. Still, honestly, the best
What?
scene
Now your
in that
lighter's broken?
whole movie.
Jesus, you're a dumpster fire over there.
The best scene in that whole movie is legit that silent scene though, when he's just reading their lips
Yeah.
through the door. Like that's really the best scene. It's just ominously, just the red eye through the glass, and you just see him talking, and you don't get to hear anything they're talking about, and you're just like, "What's going on here?" And then you're like, "Wait a minute, oh, he's reading their lips," because obviously he can do that. So, that's my favorite scene of that whole one. And then all of a sudden it's like, nope, can't let you back in.
What do you think, Bowman? Did you see the I don't even know what podcast it was. They're already using our current version of AI for targeting in drones and machine guns in Ukraine. The Ukrainians are.
Weren't they working on robots too recently?
We'll do that Boston Dynamic or the Boston. What is that? Boston Robotics.
Boston Robotics dynamic delivery robot.
Yeah, China.
The-
China has a
Running,
couple of them.
jumping.
The one you can't kick over.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
does all the leaps and bounds and
Now we just connect AI to that and see what happens.
We just put it on somebody. You're like, have at it, man.
it's that when you take that robot and you add the Disney animatronic personality, then you're in real big trouble.
Dave
Sorry,
Bowman.
Dave. I can't
Ironic.
do that.
I would not have known the last name of the character in 2001, if I'm being honest.
No, it's just because everyone just knows his name is Dave.
Right?
And at some point, he goes through that colorful wormhole, which they ripped off in the Star Trek motion picture movie.
What? They stole something when they made the motion
Dude,
picture?
Star Trek the motion picture is legitimately just like the B-rate version of 2001: Space Odyssey. It's really all it is.
How did we get Star Trek from the worst sci-fi movie ever made?
Because
That's your explanation.
the fan
Just
base,
'cause.
man. That's all it was. Somebody was like, I don't know about this weird science shit, and somebody said, "What about if we just made a sub movie?" Somebody went, "Can you do that for cheap?" And some guy somewhere said, "Yeah, we can make a sub movie for cheap. We'll just put it in space." Genius.
Space sub.
And then you get the second one, which is one of the greatest motion pictures of all time. And you just go, we don't remember the first one. That never happened.
This is basically the first one, right?
This is the first one. The motion picture is just a test. Like, yeah, could Star Trek be in motion pictures? Yes, we did the test movie. It was great.
So, what country was that? It was Ukraine, right? It was some of their
Yeah,
Ukraine people.
They're using it. The Ukrainians are using it against the Russians,
So,
As they
which is
should be.
amazing.
so you don't need training either. What you're saying?
No, which is good because they're going to run out of soldiers pretty quick here.
Yeah. So that's good. You don't need training. Why did we even give them jets?
Yeah, it turns out they
We
weren't
didn't-
going to need them.
We didn't need jets.
It was completely superfluous.
Yeah. Whoa, big word there.
So when does that start taking out
Stop
the
making up
human
words.
element?
I like they probably already happened.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Other than the farmers stealing the Russian tanks,
yeah.
That's just Ukrainian jackass.
I swear it is, and I love it.
That's all it is. It's legitimately just, hi, my name is Levinsky, and this is jackass.
Well, think about it. That's probably what would happen if it happened here. You'd just have a bunch of farmers causing havoc, stealing tanks, blowing stuff up.
You mean Kevin,
Kevin,
the
What's
guy
up?
with that backwards hat? Cameron, that's Kevin.
young Jamie from Joe Rogan.
That's still not a bad. That sounds like more of a compliment
That's
than
the
a dis-
nicest thing you've been called in a
I
while.
know.
It's
right?
better than the nicknames they've come up with for the characters in the Acolyte.
That is true.
Discount Ezra Miller and Smilo Ren.
Listen, me and Bowman only met once.
Dude, I don't understand that fucking.
I honestly, Smilo Ren isn't as cool as the first nickname I saw for the Sith character, which was Discount Venom.
Yeah, no, that's probably also fair.
Do we have a discount Carnage on there too?
No,
No,
we don't, unfortunately.
Not yet.
no, it's so stupid.
Like
Like I said,
I haven't seen a single episode.
that fight scene I saw was the only thing I saw, and it was legitimately like three dudes with a lightsaber. And apparently, if you really pay attention to it, it's the exact same choreography as the Phantom Menace,
Oh, really?
which I thought was hilarious.
Really?
They were just like, there's a side by side of it, and it's basically just the exact same fight scene from the Phantom Menace, except for at one point, the evil Sith person just headbutts a lightsaber and it just like explodes.
So they couldn't afford a fight choreographer on $200 million?
No, that's too.
Okay.
That costs too much.
Fair.
He headbutted a lightsaber.
Yeah, he's wearing a helmet, right? And he
that-
just like looks at the Jedi dude, and he just like boom headbutts it, and the whole lightsaber just goes. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I have no idea.
Was it made out of Veskar?
It must be a Beskar helmet. But yes, apparently you can just headbutt a lightsaber and it just breaks.
I don't, dude. At first, I thought I was going to have to work to avoid this. You know, because I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. Like, I kind of grew up on it.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm like, And then I saw the first review of the first episode, and they walk through the plot line. Like, those writers are terrible. I'm never gonna have to think about this again.
No, no. There's, and apparently, like every episode just gets worse and worse.
They're doing well, though. You got to
worse.
think. They keep getting into our conversations at least every week. We talk about them.
I mean, everyone is talking about it because of how terrible
I
it
mean,
is.
legitimately, it's probably getting more viewership of it getting smoked on YouTube than the actual show.
Exactly.
No, Nielsen has it as the #1 rated streaming movie or TV show.
No, no.
There's no way.
No.
Yep.
Dude, I just saw him today. It was number 7 the
Is it
first
7
week.
now?
And you have to go to originals for that.
Wow.
Dude, it started its first week was 1/4 of The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
and it's lost 75% of its viewership since then.
No, I know, but they came out. They like clearly lied about it because there's a Nielsen rating lie.
No,
about
the
it.
Nielsen ratings tanked it.
Did they take it?
It's not. It was never first.
Oh, I thought it was.
7th was its highest position, and now to even find it on the charts, you have to go to originals.
Oh shit.
And what's it on that?
The bottom,
Probably.
the very bottom.
Listen, bad press is still good press, apparently, because you're still getting it.
Only for Donald Trump. And how that works is beyond me.
I think any press is good press.
No,
Come on.
I don't believe that. Not today.
You're still being
Not
seen,
today.
though.
Not in today's market.
Not anymore.
The only
Listen,
issue.
when information was at a premium, when there were 3 channels on TV, sure. Right? When people still read the newspaper, any coverage you could get was good. Because the most important thing was that people knew your name. We're well beyond that now.
I think if you're a meme, you're doing good.
Yeah.
I think that should be the new metric. If there's a meme about you, you're doing all right.
Listen, that new meme, that Princess Haktua is killing me.
The Haktua chick.
Because I keep seeing it everywhere.
That chick got popular quick.
They made a song already, all kinds of things.
Yeah, I saw the remake of the war song, but it's just Haktua.
I saw that too.
It's gonna be a #1 classic. I'm telling you right now. It was cut really well.
Please tell me it's not.
It was hilarious.
It's gonna be up there. It goes Haktua, and then it said spit on that thing for the yeah part.
I just saw one and she was like getting interviewed for like Formula One drivers, and it was like Max Verstappen. She's like, "Oh yeah, Haktua," and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then it played the Max Verstappen theme song that he's got, which is obnoxious.
He has a theme song?
Yes, there's
I
a
didn't know that.
Max Verstappen theme song.
Bowen wants to know what cigars we're smoking. I'm smoking the Oliva Nicaraguan Series 6x60.
Dark Star,
I
The
am
Rocky Dark Star guy.
Rocky Dark Star.
I am smoking the cigar that describes me, Impossibly Bowman, lunatic.
Dude, don't.
What? That's a good one. I said it described me too. I'm a great guy.
I think you should unfire your writer.
Unfire him? I never did.
That's terrible.
That was great.
Where's
it's a good
Barkley when
cigar.
we need him? Terrible. That's just terrible.
That's terrible. That's
just
a terrible. That guy's a knucklehead. Straight up knucklehead.
See, there you go.
What are you drinking then?
I'm drinking Old Forester 1924. It's amazing. Dude, some people gave this bad reviews. I don't know what they're talking about. That's fantastic.
For what they say about it.
I don't know. Charred oak, bitter, all that's wrong. That's fantastic.
Probably what an
So they
experience.
just get a bad batch, maybe.
No. I mean, it does have that, there's that sort of astringent Old Forester note.
See, he didn't take
Yeah.
it personal.
Yeah. Never mind. That all Old Foresters seem to have that sort of cooked note.
Yeah, the like toasty blood.
Yeah, it has that.
Okay.
But it's everything around it. It just adds to the richness in this. It
It's
doesn't
Old-
do
it's
the
Old
gas can
Forester.
thing. Yeah, it's good.
Old Forester is always good.
We're not going to see it again until January.
Really?
Yeah, I had one of the Brown Foreman guys in here earlier.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, you found some of that?" It's like, "Yeah,
We try to find
Oh,
stuff
that was the
like
guy
that
you were
all the
talking
time.
booze with.
yeah."
Is that the one that was when I came in was still here? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Brown Foreman guy.
I didn't know that.
Super friendly.
I am drinking Smoke Wagon Private Barrel from Minden Meat and Deli. It's not bad.
All right, it's not bad.
It's
Before
better-
it was better. It was good. Has it redeemed that ridiculous
Shitty bottle we
smoke wagon single barrel we had before?
I would say yes, it has.
bottle of hydrogen peroxide.
It has quite a bit. It's not as bad. Yeah, like you said, I think it was a bad barrel.
Bowman drinking Cambodia beer at 11:30 in the morning, and then because he knows what I'm thinking, it's better beer than you think.
Uh,
I mean,
I drink whiskey at that time, so I mean, I don't see the difference.
I don't think that the time matters. It's what he's drinking because it's Cambodian beer.
But
Is it
yeah,
warm? Do you have a refrigerator there?
Probably warm.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
He knew that's what I was thinking. No, that's. I want to know if it's warm.
More than likely. I mean,
Oh snap!
What?
but
Oh, the fellows are all at Gerald's house today.
do they have a TV?
No, Gerald lives in the ghetto. They're in Richmond.
What are you talking about? Oh,
Gerald actually lives in the ghetto. Like Gerald legitimately lives in a bad neighborhood.
He told me that.
I thought they were at what's his face's house at the patio.
No, that's Gerald. That's Gerald's patio.
Is it?
Everybody has a patio.
It's,
Oh, they all have a patio.
it's German brewed.
They all have a
Brewer.
patio except for James.
It's in his freezer.
James has a little balcony.
They don't fit on his balcony.
No, there's like 4 people that fit on James' balcony.
I'm telling you, we need to get them a setup.
Yeah.
At some point.
And
We will.
sometimes they'll be motivated to set it up, so we can get them like picture in picture here,
I don't
like
think
split
they'll be
screen it
motivated.
with the fellas.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't think they'll be motivated to do it, especially James, because how long did it take for him to take those clubs out?
No, what we do is we give it to Stace because Stace is the tech man.
Ah, yeah.
So
Stace-
Stace will take it up for us.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just give it to Stace.
dude. I mean, I'm sure they want to be heard. Plus,
Right.
we still have to do the tequila review when they come up.
Yeah, no, Gerald has to come up and give us the tequila because we're out
Yeah,
officially.
but we do have some Fortaleza.
We do have Fortaleza, which is delicious.
What was that one? MSRP.
59.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's about what you're getting. They're getting for Fortaleza now. I mean, there is a significant number of people that consider it the best tequila in the world. Like, it's phenomenal. I
Yeah.
still want to find the cast strength version they do in the fall. I've never seen it.
There's a cask strength.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be amazing.
We must find this.
We kind of have to now.
Yeah,
now that we know.
now that we know it exists. Because
Yeah,
that reposado was fantastic.
Yeah, that repo's
I haven't seen it on any
Brilliant.
of the internet sites to order.
no, dude. The cast strength Fortaleza
Mm-hmm.
it's like getting Pappy.
Ooh.
Like, it's not an easy find.
Oh, so it's like a wait list kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like we have to know a guy. Who
they don't
knows a
get
guy.
Pappy prices for it, but it's really hard to get a hold of.
Damn. Gonna have to try some.
So I did text you. I don't know if you guys saw it at all.
Oh, the
NATO.
toxic algae.
Oh, no, that too.
I don't know what the other one was.
The NATO one.
What about NATO?
The Medal of.
Oh, the Medal of Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I was.
I
Just,
mean, it doesn't necessarily offend me. Bowman, stop it. I mean, I like mezcal, but stop it.
He's just telling us what he can get out there.
I'm not offended by it. I just found it interesting that he was giving it to one of the guys from NATO, the Secretary General.
Secretary General. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't. Who cares?
I just thought it was news.
It probably is.
Exactly,
And
any
I'm
news.
probably one of the few people. Listen,
was the
if
opening
you go
of-
if you go to like a Democratic news site, they're going to be like, "This is amazing. It's an incredible show of international whatever." Don't care. And if you go to the Republican, be like, "I can't believe he did this. Like, he didn't earn that in any way. This is a huge disgrace to our entire country." Like, yep, don't care about that either.
Well, he stayed on for.
What?
No, you're not wrong. It's, you know,
That guy did stay on an extra year when this all started with Russia and Ukraine. He stayed on an extra year just for that. So I think that was the main reason is he was just showing loyalty through all this whole thing. So
He stayed on in a crisis.
correct.
I mean, that's legitimate.
Yeah. And I don't see the issue with him getting the Medal of Freedom. I just thought it was interesting. I don't know if it's ever been given for somebody outside the country.
I'm sure. it
And I
has.
haven't looked it up because I was
I
planning
bet
on
it has.
Yeah, I'm
It
sure.
probably has.
I'm sure it's one of the ones we just give out.
Probably.
Like, there's a few we can just give out because we can.
Because what does it really matter?
Yeah.
But that's it's the 75th annual,
Dude, I think
it's
I think
NATO.
Bowman wants your Trump impression.
Which one?
Do the Trump impression.
That was terrible.
I know. That St. Pierce's barrel.
I knew he was going for. That was good.
What's yours?
I don't know that I do a good one.
He says do the Trump impression. He says you could do it.
Mine's always you fired.
You're fired.
Look, you come to me with this problem, you're fired.
I feel like you just
here's
mixed
your
in.
medal. You get your medal, you're fired. Okay.
I feel like you mixed in. So you come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Well, yeah, because it's really if you just do Trump with a really shitty Don Corleone, then you're fine.
Is Trump really just doing a Marlon Brando?
Yeah. Hands down. Forgets his lines, needs to kind of stare off in a direction to read a card. He's definitely doing old school Marlon Brando. Like retired Marlon Brando.
Yeah, like end of his career, Marlon
Yeah,
Brando.
end of his career, like I
But
phoned it
before the heist movie, which I always forget what it's called.
in. Yes.
I don't know if you want to read that one out loud.
It's not good.
The Heist.
Was that actually called
With
Heist?
De Niro? Right?
And
And Edward Norton?
yeah,
This is
Bowman will
the
know.
score?
The Score. It was
it's
called The Score.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before that movie,
No, I think he's doing Apocalypse Now, Brando.
yep,
Hands down.
I think that's right.
That's legit. I'm sitting in a corner reading off cue cards, Marlon Brando.
When he's talking to people he's firing, he's actually doing transcendental
Yeah.
meditation.
Yes.
He's projecting himself in the cave.
Just projecting. Hands down.
Yeah, see Bowman do The Score. Yeah,
That's a good movie. Actually, I watched that one in a while. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's a good flick.
Edward
should
Norton.
probably watch it again.
Like that was a hell of a performance by Ed Norton.
Yeah, and De Niro. I mean,
I feel like De Niro was just being De
he
Niro.
kind of phoned it in. if I'm being fair, Norton did really well, but that's because he was a nobody.
Yeah, he still had to act.
Working with De Niro, he's like, oh shit. And De Niro's just like, I'm here. I have a career. I don't know why. I need money for gambling.
Didn't have to try it all.
No, that was Connery.
No,
I think it was Bowman who told me the Connery story.
the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is the one he did for the Vegas money.
No, that what he missed out on, how much money he missed out on
I haven't heard this one.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Ring, the millions and millions of dollars he missed out because he didn't want to be Gandalf.
He could have been.
He was the only actor in the entire process that was offered a percentage. And it would have if you calculated after the fact, before The Hobbit, which obviously more, it was something he lost something like $580 million.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Bowman, it was him. Yeah, that story's brutal.
Yeah. But I mean, it was at a time where he was pretty much done with acting anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he was kind of done.
He could have done one more.
And I mean, you just would have seen Connery from The Hunt for Red October. I feel like that's Connery. Like from The Hunt for Red October on, it's just the same guy in every fucking movie. And you're just like, oh, there's Sean Connery.
Yeah, because he met where he needed to be. He's like, all right, I don't have to do anything else.
Except for The Rock, which is just the missing James Bond movie.
What else is going on in the world? You're the one with the news this week, Kevin.
Listen, that's what I saw. You handed off that one with the drones, which is I still find awesome.
I think it's hilarious.
I can't wait to see
I mean,
what
it's
happens.
definitely happening. It's going to be bad. DARPA's like shit. We were supposed to be the first ones to make that public.
No, DARPA's 10 steps ahead.
No, I know, but they definitely want to introduce technology before Ukraine. They just look bad right now.
Nah, it wasn't even on their list. They're still fucking figuring out that damn railgun
Yeah.
they shuttle that money into on that fucking destroyer. Fucking
On the SS Good Money After Bad.
yeah, the fucking magnetic rail launching thing they spent $1 bajillion on.
There's still like 3 people on the project. They're like, we're going to make it work.
It does work. It just doesn't work
You can
multiple
fire
times.
it once.
Yeah, you legitimately
And
get
then
to
it
fire
takes-
it one time.
Then it takes a long time to charge because it takes what literally the amount of power it takes to run a city.
It basically like shut down the nuclear reactor after they launched it. And
Yeah.
we're like,
Dude, the
Oh,
project's
shit.
been shuttled down to the basement. Every once in a while, they go knock on the door. Jerry, you still in there? It's a good idea. Leave me alone.
it's the Leo argument about the fucking space
The missile defense? Yeah. It could have missed by 100 fewer miles, and it still would have missed by 37 miles.
And that one for Tahoe, the algae bloom. So they're not sure if it's toxic yet, but it's over there in El Dorado Beach.
I have
doesn't
not
come
seen
back.
that, Bowman.
That beach is toxic anyway.
Yeah, the test doesn't come back until the end of the week, is what they
I
were
mean,
saying.
as the temperatures rise up here in the summer, it was bound to happen. I mean, it already happened south of us.
Yeah.
I don't know what the algae is, but
The algae bloom,
yeah.
Yeah.
the heat wave did not help.
Well, last year, was it last year? Killed a family and their dog?
Yeah, and there was a dog that passed away this year. So a couple dogs, like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're getting ready. They just decided to test it to see what was going on.
I mean, it was far further south to Southern California, or far closer to Southern California.
I don't know where El Dorado Beach is.
Oh, that's you know where the road opens, like drives right next to the lake in South Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just past that.
Okay.
It's the Commons.
I don't go over to the lake all that often.
Well, they don't call it El Dorado Beach anymore. They call it the Commons, but
Okay.
that's the beach that was El Dorado Beach.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Because I've gone to the one over here, which is
Nevada Beach.
not that one, the other one.
Round Hill,
No,
Hill?
the one over by the light.
State line.
which
No.
light?
The light down that way by Rayleigh's or Safeway.
Safeway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
that's
Nevada
Nevada
Beach.
Oh, I thought that was Zephyr Cove.
No, Zephyr Cove's further up.
Okay, I've been to Zephyr
It goes-
Cove in that one.
Nevada Beach, Round Hill Pines, Zephyr Cove.
And Kings Beach because everything else was full, and I took a whole lap around the lake to find one that was open.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Ah, I learned. I was just gonna give up
Dude,
and
I
go
d-
somewhere else.
I drive through Kings Beach every day I go to work.
The only
It's-
thing that's nice about
not
Kings
pretty.
Beach is that statue there for the depths of the lake.
Well, when
Oh,
I,
yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
the-
When
that's the
I
good
went
part.
there, it was open and clean, and there weren't too many people that day there because they were everywhere else.
Fair.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys want to talk about whether or not Biden's going to drop off the ticket?
I'm still kind of curious if he will because he keeps saying he's not, and everybody else is trying to get him to. They're just unsure if he's going to.
I was sure that he was going to
He's
the
not.
Monday after, and now I'm pretty convinced he's not, which just feels like a gift to the Republicans. All they have to do is not screw it up.
I mean,
You're asking a lot.
But I mean, that legitimately, like, they just got a gift.
No, they definitely did.
I thought they were, to my knowledge, they're still thinking it might happen in like another week or two where he might drop out and decide to.
I don't know, maybe.
But
He
he keeps
sounds
saying
pretty
he wants
obstinate.
to.
Like, the more delusional he gets, the more likely he is to stay in the race.
When's the?
I feel like they had their chance to convince him, and now I don't know.
When's the convention?
6 weeks.
So, are they still doing the digital convention?
The nominating is going to be digital, so far as I know. Bowman thinks it's going to be Gavin
And it's because
Newsom.
because Cali people vote based on hair.
Well, if that's true,
I mean,
then
he's
Pike would
what
be
you
president.
still have to have you still have to have Biden drop out, right?
yeah, in order for somebody else to run.
Yes,
'Cause
and
they
then he
have to
has to
back him.
not endorse. Like, if he endorses Harris on his way out the door, it's probably Harris.
Do you think she has a chance?
No, that's an even better gift than Biden. She's losing that race.
So
Fair.
Yeah, yeah. No, if we're voting for hair, it's Pike.
Like,
Pike wins just on hair alone.
Is it just me, or did his hair like get bigger as the season went on?
Dude, it's legitimately its own game of what kind of hair is Pike gonna have in each episode. It's amazing. You're just like, this is great. Fucking Pike's hair. It's got its own. It's got its own meme account.
Oh, Bowman thinks we're a little bit ridiculous. He said, "Good God." I don't think he's wrong.
on another note, how was your 4th of July? Because we weren't shooting the podcast that day.
No, I basically worked, and then I got back just in time because I wanted to beat the fireworks crowd home from North Lake. Yes, no, you're not wrong, Bowman. Immediately, which is, I mean, whatever. So I basically got home, had enough time to walk down the street, watch the fireworks, walk back. Was working early the next day. Like, I didn't do anything. We were busier than I thought we would be.
Okay. I went to, I told you I was going to my dad's, and I did.
Yeah.
And I took some of my bourbon over there. I was only going to have a little bit because I had to work that night.
Yeah, did you get
And
sloshed?
every time I poured it, my dad would drink it. And I kept getting irritated because I didn't get really any. I get a sip as soon as I poured it, and then he would go and drink the whole thing.
Bowman, do you even get good bourbon in Cambodia?
No.
I'm curious, legitimately. I don't
No,
know.
he gets other things.
Well, I mean,
So
they
you made
probably
it to work
import.
that night.
I did make it to work because I didn't get to drink.
Well, good on you.
Did they,
Does your dad like your bourbon?
Apparently,
What was he drinking?
it was another 1792. I don't remember which one though.
What color was the ribbon?
I don't remember.
Well, that doesn't help me.
I have a couple different colors of ribbons.
Yellow, black.
It
Brown.
was either brown or
Brown's
black,
the
something
sweet
like that.
wheat. Black's the foolproof. Yellow's the bottled and bond.
It was probably sweet wheat.
Okay. They do have good bourbon.
Do they?
What
they,
what bourbons do you get over there, Cameron?
Do they shoot the fireworks off in the park?
Not great, but good. Do they shut the? Nah, I didn't see any fireworks down there.
They don't do fireworks down there?
No, I don't think they shoot fireworks in the park.
Huh.
They might, but I
don't-
don't remember seeing it. Usually it's Reno. I think they're afraid of fire hazards.
Oh, because Carson, they moved it. They moved it out of the park in the middle of town. They did it over in the off by Eagle Valley.
Other side. They did it at Empire Ranch,
Yeah, over there.
where it's flooded.
Because in case it cuts fire, I guess. I don't know.
You can't catch fire if it's on water.
Apparently, it was a good show. I just didn't get to see it because I was here.
Cameron Bullet's about to get much worse,
Yeah.
for whatever that's worth. It was MGP, like solid aged MGP they were sourcing. They just fired up their own still, and everyone I've seen that's had whiskey off their actual still is horrified.
But it's brand new, isn't it?
yeah, it's pretty new.
so they're not gonna have-
I mean, it's got to be 4 or 5 years old because they're starting to release product off their
I
stuff.
would say if it's brand new, then there's no age to any of their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably still 4 years, 5 years old.
Okay, and that's the bare minimum, isn't it?
No, I mean, turns out if it says straight bourbon, it's got to be 2 years. If it says bottled and bond, it's got to be 4 years. If it just says bourbon, you could open up the spigot, like install a spigot on the barrel, pour it in the bung, have it come out the barrel, and as long as it passed through the wood, it'd be bourbon.
Okay, I'm asking what a bung is now.
The hole
Don't laugh,
on the
you.
side of the barrel
Okay.
where they put the topper in. That is legitimately a bung hole.
That's what
Turns
I
out.
was about to say. So legitimate
Yeah,
bung hole.
100%.
I gotta know who named that now.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, no. So there's actually, if it says straight or bottled and bond, there's an age restriction. If it doesn't say either, it could be 38 seconds, good to go.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No flavor, just heat.
Terrifying.
Right?
That's terrifying. We watched The Patriot and Independence Day in here for 4th of July.
Did you watch both Independence Day or just one?
No, we just watched The Patriot, then we watched Independence Day.
Okay.
The Mel Gibson Patriot?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good movie.
Because it wasn't the Mark Wahlberg movie about the marathon called the same thing?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't. We watched the Mel Gibson one.
Where the English burned a church of innocence, and England was like, we never did that.
That never happened.
There's no proof.
Wait, now technically though, if you watch that movie, technically the English don't burn that church because Jason Isaacs' character made that dude who was American, but for the English burned the church. So technically they're not wrong.
That's still the English doing it.
No, it wasn't technically. It was just allegedly.
Yes,
they
it
did
would be an incohete crime.
Allegedly, it was that.
Criminal
way. He's
culpability would extend.
No, I don't think so. He was fine. English were fine.
Okay. But I mean, I don't think there's any proof they ever did that. So
No, I don't think they did.
that
but
was a lot of dramatic license. They're
it
like,
was-
you know what they need to do? We're gonna have them wrangle up all the villagers and
Yeah.
put them in the church.
it's a good scene.
Yeah.
It makes Jason Isaacs' character look like a fucking dick.
No, it definitely like fully paints him as the villain at that point.
Yeah, like you're like, I don't know, maybe Jesse Side's not that bad. Then all of a sudden you get that part, you're like, never mind,
Maybe he's redeemable.
never mind.
Nope.
Nope. That dude needs to die. It's a good movie though. I forgot how good it was. Watch director's cut. It's almost 3 hours long.
Dude,
For the director's cut?
you know,
Yeah.
okay, so Bowman used to bitch about movies all the time, right? Because he was in a theater, like he ran a theater, a couple theaters. And I mean, he spent a lot of time watching movies. And he'd be like, this movie's trash, that movie's trash. And they probably were. However, compared to what they're putting out today, they were brilliant.
You're not
I
wrong.
mean, the writing in today's movies is just garbage.
What writing?
Yeah.
AI writing. Fucking
And I don't really count it as writing at this point.
Google, just Google's making it happen.
It's rambling notes of somebody else. But they're like, let's throw these
Dude,
together. It's a movie.
It's rough. It really it's rough to find a good movie.
Yeah.
Although that the Fall Guy wasn't bad.
The Fall Guy was good.
We watched that. That wasn't bad.
Okay.
What else did we watch? It was good.
We watched something last week.
Yes, we did.
It just came out on
Fuck, what did we watch?
exactly. I don't even remember.
I don't know. We watched another movie. It was okay. It wasn't bad.
Because we started watching the TV show as well. The one we've been watching.
It just came out. Mayor of Kingstown.
No.
No,
Oh.
we've been watching Flashpoint.
Flashpoint. That's it.
Oh, I haven't seen that at all.
Yeah, Flashpoint's good. But no, you're right. We watched something else. Oh, we watched Beverly Hills Cop,
Oh yeah, the new
new
Beverly
one.
Hills.
which was fucking
It
hilarious.
was good. It had that same
I
kind
mean,
of
it
feeling.
has, like, it's just as campy as Beverly Hills Cop was.
Yeah, it is. It's Beverly Hills Cop again.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But that's
but
the
I
thing.
mean,
It brought that 80s feel back
Oh.
for those movies.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they at least got that one right.
Yeah, that one
I mean, it's an easy one to get right. All you have to do is not do anything different.
You're not wrong, but with all the other things that they've tried to redo and have messed up, apparently it's really hard.
Yeah, no, Bowman said Yellowstone was good. I like Yellowstone.
I haven't watched the last season.
I don't think I've seen it at all.
I think he's gone. I don't think he's coming back for the second half of last
No,
season.
he's done.
Yeah.
But apparently probably going to regret that because apparently his new Wild West movie did terrible.
Oh, they pulled the second version of it
part
from. Yeah, they pulled it from theatrical release later in the
Yeah.
year. Hold on, I'm gonna help these guys out. What's going on, man?
Go to you.
Go to me. Look at that. Oh, nope, that's blank. I
There you
hit the
go.
wrong button.
Smooth.
I thought my other camera was up,
Real
you know,
smooth.
but it's down.
Yeah, it
At
is.
least the cable, I think it might be the cable. But I won't know until we get that other piece back in.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it wouldn't pull it up.
Because I could have sworn we've done it on here. We've used that on here.
I think we did, but I'm not sure. But yeah, you didn't watch Yellowstone, did you?
Huh?
Did you watch Yellowstone?
No, I've never watched Yellowstone. A lot of those TV shows that are on Netflix, I don't really watch because
No, Yellowstone's on Netflix. It's on
Paramount?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
I have Peacock. I just haven't watched it.
It you know what it takes a little bit to get into. Like it's not like a first episode you're gonna be hooked.
Yeah.
But once you're in it, it's okay. Like there's parts that are really good, but there's other parts that are just kind of shit. So
And that's Yellowstone?
yeah, it's Yellowstone.
Okay. What was that other one?
1923 was the
Western, right?
Oregon Trail.
The
It's
Oregon Trail?
Oregon Trail. That was a TV show. That's all it is.
Was it good?
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't watched that one either because
yeah, it's a legit Western.
it seems like every time there's a good show that's on and people recommend it, I tend not to watch it. Usually I watch what me and you watch, and every once in a while I come across something that you're watching that I want to watch.
I waited until like the whole show was out because I didn't want to like
Binge it.
binge it and get stuck in it.
Yeah.
So I waited, but I also watched part of Yellowstone beforehand to kind of see what the hell was going on. I mean, they're different. You could watch 1923 without watching Yellowstone and you'd be fine because it's a standalone Western. It's basically how the family that's in Yellowstone got to Montana. And so they journey from like Texas
And that's from
North.
1923.
in 1920. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
a journey basically.
So 1923 is the start of it, and then it goes Yellowstone.
Technically they are they're connected by family.
Yeah.
That's it. But you could watch one without the other.
Okay, so connecting the family, one without the other. Is there another, or were they coming out with another one?
Yeah, there's one with Harrison Ford. I forget what the fuck it's called.
1924.
Yeah.
So 1923, 1924.
Oh no,
No,
it's
no,
1883.
1883.
That's right.
1924.
1924, and then it's Yellowstone technically.
Yes, and Sheridan just launched. Where the hell did I put my? I left it up there. Damn it!
Son of a bitch.
He just launched an oil tycoon, like a period piece oil tycoon series.
Ooh,
Well, that should be
sweet.
good.
That might be good.
Like the first time he's tapped into oil or something like that, and
Is it just the Beverly Hillbillies but serious?
I figured he'd tell us when he got back.
Oh,
Literally just saw
There's a trailer for it. Didn't watch it. Didn't watch Three Body Problem.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's. I'm gonna be honest. That show is right up the Bowman alley.
Is it?
Yes.
What's it about?
It's a physics problem portrayed by people.
Oh.
It's a problem. I think it's a problem about superposition.
Oh, well, so is Dark Matter.
Oh.
Well, Dark Matter's about Schrodinger's cat and superposition, although using that
No.
concept
This
to
is about
travel.
like if you have something in three phases of matter, you can never they never match up.
Oh.
You can match up two, but not three. So one's always out of place. I think.
Okay.
I think that's what I heard.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
Dark Matter was good.
Wait, Bowman will tell us in a minute.
True. But yeah, it's on Apple though. I hate to say that.
The Dark Matter.
Yes, but Dark Matter's on there, and it
Three
was
Bottle
actu-
Problems on Netflix. I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Dark Matter's on Apple, and Dark Matter was really good.
And you said it's about Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah. So
the theory behind Schrodinger's
the
cat?
theory about Schrodinger's cat is that
You put cat and
the
poison in a
cat
box.
is the cat and poison in a box, and the cat is both alive and dead. But this one uses like if there was a atomic particle in superposition, then technically it wouldn't decay, causing radiation to break the vial of poison that would kill the cat. And so they talk about superposition in this box as being like where you could be and exist in all sorts of dimensions at once. And then they use it for like a multiverse. It's like Sliders, kind of.
Bowman says it's a little similar.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So they're basically the same kind of deal.
You know, Schrodinger knew that the cat analogy was stupid, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. He broke. That was like the simplified version to make people understand.
He was just Barneying it.
Because now you wouldn't use the cat. You would just use particle decay as the representation of like a nuclear atom in a box. And is it breaking down or not breaking down? Is the real question in the box. You don't need the cat.
But you wouldn't know unless you opened it.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Also, the problem is the greater complexity of matter interaction, the less likely it is to not be measured.
Yes.
Right. So the cat's actually probably alive or dead, not neither until you open the box.
Well, yeah, it's both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's both
But that's not
alive.
true for a cat because the complexity is too high.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny that way. Yes.
You're like, plus I don't like cats.
Sliders was awesome. I like cats. I do. I like cats.
Why don't I believe that about you?
I like cats.
Do you like dogs?
No,
Really?
I like other people's dogs. I just don't like having a
You,
dog.
you
I
said
was
that
gonna
like
say, you don't like
watched-
Darius?
I like Darius because I don't have to take care of Darius. I enjoy Darius's company.
I mean, Darius is cooler than Matt is.
Yeah, I know. That's
is
what.
true.
That's why Matt gets allowed in here.
Because Darius.
If he didn't have Darius, we wouldn't allow him.
I mean, I'd allow him.
No.
Casey would not.
I'd be like, "Fuck you, old man, get out of here."
Hey, at least he closed out his 2-year-old tab.
About time.
Yeah.
No, 2 words for that guy. No credit.
How's that smoke wagon doing? Is it holding up?
Good question.
He's like, I haven't tried it.
I
haven't.
I've
I've-
been letting it.
I've been switching cameras when I talk, and then except for now I have my hands are full. Yeah, I'm watching what Bowman's saying.
Oh, I'm still dying.
Something about matter changes once we see it.
Yes, Heisenberg.
Simple matter. No, that's not Heisenberg.
Isn't that Heisenberg?
No.
No.
When you observe matter, it changes.
No, Heisenberg's the uncertainty principle.
Yeah, but I thought that was about observing matter.
No. It's about measuring speed and velocity
Oh, okay.
and position, right? So if you can measure
good one.
something's position, you can't measure its velocity and direction. If you can measure its velocity and direction, you don't know where it's at.
Right. That's right. Okay.
You can measure one or the other, not both, is what Heisenberg said.
Yes.
Yeah, it hasn't changed much since opening the bottle. It's still really good.
So still good.
This is phenomenal.
I believe it.
I mean, I don't know what these screwballs are thinking. This is great.
The Old Forester.
Yeah. It smells like Old Forester, though. It's like, if you don't like Old Forester's flavor profile, don't buy it. But if you like Old Forester's flavor profile and just want it to be richer and, less gas canny, this is perfect.
Nice.
So it's a buy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it's legitimately I know what it is, so it's, it'll come up again in our samples.
Yes.
But sitting here right now drinking it, it's a buy at SRP of $130.
Okay. So really, it's just if you find it, pick it up.
Have you had that 1792 yet?
Yeah, it's open back there.
12-year.
Okay. Yeah. What'd you think about that one?
It's good. It's also obviously Barton. It's Barton with oak on it.
Yeah.
But it's very smooth. Now I had it as a fresh crack. It didn't have any time. I want to try it again when it gets some air into it. But what do we got?
Off that first rip, do you think it would be good for the actual price that it usually is?
$55?
Oh, I meant the other price.
Oh, 130?
Yeah.
That's not SRP.
No,
I wouldn't
that's-
pay 130 for it.
That's
If I
secondary,
bought
right?
it again, I would pay up to 80 for it.
Okay.
Like, I'm not mad at the extra $20 because it's the first time I've seen it and I wanted to try it. I think in the future I would pay up to 80.
Okay.
It's definitely worth the 55 at SRP. Like for $55, buy it every time you see it.
Fair, but where are you going to find it for that usually?
Dude, it's one of those that some places get a lot of and some places get none of, and we're one of the places that gets none.
Would North Cal see it more?
I haven't seen it in Northern Cali. I think mostly it's like middle east of the country that gets a lot of it.
Got it. In Middle East and Vegas.
And that's mostly just about what distributors are willing to bring in and what they think they can move.
Okay.
I think it's one of those. The only reason it's so expensive here is because we never see it. If we saw it, like I see the foolproof all the time. If we saw it as often as I see foolproof, I think it'd be a $70 bottle, $75 maybe.
All right. And that black case, is that just their picks? The one at Rayleigh's that I asked you about, that you told me about?
The end cap.
Yeah, the end cap. Because it's like a case with a punch code in it.
No, it's not their picks. Those are just their. So that's their tracked case. You can only buy one bottle out of there per week.
Like one bottle per week, not one of a single bottle and another bottle?
No, like you can reach into the case one time each week.
Oh, that's messed up. I thought it was just for that bottle.
No, it's the whole case.
Yeah, no, it's the whole case.
Which they had the Wild Turkey Masters Keep, the new one, the rye,
I saw that in there.
for $300, which is SRP.
I saw that. I was like, ooh.
I saw another bottle in there that was like 600.
Oh, one of the Indigo? Who
Yeah.
makes the Indigo?
There's like 3 different bottles in there. 2 were like 600. One was like 5.
Fable and Folly. No, Fable and Folly is another one of them. I don't know who makes it. The Indigo's not worth it most of the time. This one isn't for sure.
Oh, wow. And do they know that?
No, because people still pay it. I just wouldn't pay it. He's writing an article about the podcast as we're talking.
Nice.
Thank you.
I wonder what he's going to. Yeah, thank you. I'm curious to read it.
Yeah.
I'm curious what it's going to say.
That we're slow in some parts.
I think he wants to do one about the shop too.
I mean, that'd be great.
He wants to talk to me, but listen, Bowman. In all honesty, I don't think you can do an interview or a article about the shop without talking to Casey. He's been here for what, 14 years?
Bajillion.
That is true.
100 million years.
100 million years.
And for some of those, he was straightly in the shop.
All
Straightly.
right, I'm going to say something. It's going to come across as really sexist because it is.
Here we go.
But it's not
I
about
believe
all
it.
women. It's only particular women.
No, you can't.
And there's
you
a,
can't
there's
change
a
it now.
different variation of men that are the same.
You can't change it now.
There are some women who refuse to use language that is measured, right? They always speak in hyperbole.
What
It's
do you-
always the end of the world or the end of democracy or that guy's a shitbag or
Oh.
on and on and on and on, right?
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast called Strict Scrutiny, and I like it because it sort of gives me the lefty position on the way laws are interpreted out of the Supreme Court. But everything is the end of the world with them, and they have no measure of reason at all. And I was sitting there, I was like, God, this is just a disaster. Like, and for whatever reason, one phrase came to mind when I was thinking about these ladies talking about the Supreme Court. And I mean, not all of their analysis was wrong. Some of it was right. But where they lose you, the analysis is good. And then when they speak about the effects of the ruling, it becomes the end of the world, right? And, people are stealing and it's about corruption and these people don't even deserve to be on the court. They don't know what the law is, whatever, just because they disagree with them. Yeah, harpies and hyperbole.
Harpies and hyperbole.
And now, like, a number of things have happened since that I've listened to, and that's the phrase I think of.
Harpies and hyperbole.
As soon as you said that, all I could think of was a bunch of harpy women, wings, kind of like fang-ish and all that. Just on a podcast now. That's all I'm seeing.
Like a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Now, you remember Yu-Gi-Oh? growing up watching that.
Yes.
I
Those
hope you're not
harpy
talking
women.
to me.
No, nobody. we know you don't watch anime. It's fine. It's all good. I can talk about it. You won't understand a lick of it unless I talk about
Perfect.
maybe like Dragon Ball every once in a while. But other than that, you won't get it. Casey though, Casey
What's up,
understands
guys?
the women I'm
Good.
talking
Hold
about.
on one second.
The harpy,
Yes.
and that's what I'm seeing right now when I picture that.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a good visual.
Right, and like that's all I can think of now. But he isn't wrong. There are some men like that, and he brought that up. And all I could think of is those end of world guys preaching on the side of the
Oh,
road.
the end is nigh.
Yeah, because there's a new one over by the 7-Eleven again.
Oh, is there another one
Yeah,
out there?
I'm entertained by it because I do listen to what they're saying usually, but at the same time, like,
You know,
do I think the end of the world is near?
I mean,
it could be.
Look, we've been on this. It's the end of the world for fucking ever, right?
Yes.
The Mayan calendar, like Y2K, fucking.
I loved Y2K.
Y2K was fantastic. Nothing happened.
We were all on the strip. So I found out me and my stepdad were on the strip at the same time. He was at one end, I was at another with my mom and a couple friends.
yeah.
But like same thing, just waiting for the lights to shut down,
Yeah, you
satellites
just-
to crash to
It's
Earth.
like, oh, didn't happen. Okay. The Mayan calendar ended. Yeah, because we killed all those people.
Yeah.
I can make another one.
2012.
Like, 2012. Yeah,
They
'cause-
have to get to Russia to get to these arcs.
Yeah, the arcs are, apparently, and then there's just big boats on the mountains, and you're like, wait, so this is just Noah's Ark?
Basically,
Like,
it's just a
isn't-
reset of the world.
Isn't that the? I think Danny Glover is the president in that one.
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible.
Nobody's telling anybody, and a limo driver finds out about this place.
Yeah, which is just a callback to Wayne's World. Man, that security guard knew an awful lot of information.
Right?
That's the best cameo in Wayne's World is fucking Chris Farley talking about the dude going from one end to the other end.
Because they made a couple movies like 2012 that same year.
Yes, there's always. I mean, Dante's Peak or Dante's Inferno. Yeah, Dante's
I like,
Peak.
I like Dante's Peak. It was a good one. That old woman was a beast.
Yeah.
She crawling through hot water, volcanic
fucking-
water.
I mean, God, it's just. I'm so sick of that. It's the world's gonna end. I'm like, okay, well, if it's gonna end, it's gonna end.
Well, that's the thing. And like,
What do you freaking do?
what's the point in repenting at that point if we're just going to keep doing the same thing?
Just gonna loot.
And it just keeps happening. And you see it all the time. You see it in the riots. People are looting. People are causing
Yeah,
issues.
I mean, at this point, I think the Mad Max scenario is the most likely the
For
end of the world.
California, yeah.
Like, yeah, we run out of water.
California's close to
and
that one.
Fucking yeah, it is Dante's Inferno.
Is it?
No, it's Dante's
Peak because Dante's Inferno is a
Dante's
book.
Peak is the volcano movie with Pierce Brosnan.
Yes.
Yes.
And Dante's Inferno
Dante's Inferno is the
is a video game.
Tom Hanks one.
Is it?
It's just called Inferno.
Yeah, Inferno.
That's the Tom
But
Hanks.
that's not about Dante's Peak. That's
No, that's about the 7 levels of hell or whatever.
no, because that is Dante's Inferno. It's based on a book called Dante's Inferno that describes the 7 levels of hell. There's a video game, but that movie isn't about the 7 layers of hell. Inferno was about.
It's
wasn't
the-
it part of the church thing?
Yeah, it's the church. They have that chemical weapon or something.
Yeah, and it's the priest. It's not the 7
Yeah.
layers of hell. They're dealing with a chemical weapon and more like the priest sets himself on fire. That's why it was called Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's the trilogy.
I wanted you to talk about that. Oh, Dante's Inferno is a great book. I haven't read it entirely because it's a lot of information.
It's
And
a
it's
very
a hefty
dense,
book.
Very dense book.
A lot of big words. I don't know a lot of big
There's
words.
a lot
I
of
got to
big-
look up big words
Yes,
when I read that.
There's a lot of big words for that one.
The video game playthrough was great, though. I enjoyed that. It kind of runs off the same basis as the book. But for the most part, like, I just know it as the 7 layers of hell, and the 7th layer is the coldest.
Yes.
Hey, what's the story with Roaring Twenties? Are they coming back?
No.
Are they
had
done?
this-
I'm pretty sure they're done.
After those back rooms? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're done.
Okay.
Like I don't think it's coming back.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a sign up front that says that something about they're closed for construction, but I think it's more than that.
Yeah, to take those back rooms out.
Yeah, the private rooms and the poles have to come out.
It's either that or they try and work with whoever who owns
See,
that.
here's the thing
license.
is, I think this building still owns the license.
I think so.
I don't think it ever changed.
Carl Icahn bought that, didn't he? So none of those could be put in up here.
No, that had nothing to do with Icon.
No, yeah, no. We own the one topless license. Last time I checked.
You know, there's
And
some,
I think they were operating on false pretenses.
Okay, I believe it.
And I think that's what part of the deal. So I don't think it's coming back. I think it's
got
done.
it.
Well, someone's going to get a lease of space with a brand new remodel in it.
Yeah, in a grody dungeon.
It is a terrible space.
It's
It's such a bad
Bill's
space.
break room.
It's
It was
so-
Bill's break room.
it was nice when it was the break room. that might have been the nicest it ever was.
I've been down there once, and that's when it was that hookah shop.
Exhale.
Yeah. Then I went down there with my aunt, and her husband and my wife, and that was it.
Did you guys actually talk about 2012?
Yeah, we talked about
We
the
talked
movie.
about how bad it was,
Terrible movie.
and the fact that we've lived through major disasters, supposedly that were going to happen, the end of the world. We were talking about end of world situations,
Yeah.
and 2012 being one of them. Mayan calendar ends, and then Y2K. We talked about that.
The Y2K.
Do you remember that? Where were you? Waiting to see the satellites crash to Earth for the power to go out.
Lane was probably working at a bar.
He probably was.
In 2000?
Yeah. 99, 2000.
No, I was. Yes, I was. Never mind.
See? That's easy.
No, we all knew that answer.
Where was Lane? Working in a bar.
He was waiting for the power to go
That's-
out.
I feel like that's the answer for like most of the end of the world scenarios. Where were you? Working in a bar.
Yeah.
Serving drinks. Working,
Getting people drunk.
working on sin and debauchery.
What were you doing? I was enabling vice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next question.
Similar to what you guys do now, cigars.
Yeah, no. Turns out very little in my life has changed. Just the space itself.
That
the location.
you at least own this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just the locations changed, but still just shelling out vice.
That's what we do.
That'd be a
There
good
have been a
name.
number of times on bars where people have asked, people who were sober, like, had coins sober,
oh,
should I drink? Like, dude, I'm the wrong person to ask. What do you mean? Like, I am a professional enabler. Like, you need to direct that question at someone else.
Facts.
I believe he was at Cali Paul.
Cal Poly.
Cal Poly. Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, so I would have been at Slow Brew that year. So I came back. No, in fact, I wasn't. I wasn't at Slow. No, I was. I was at Slow Brew.
Yeah. Selling vice.
Yeah.
That'd be a good name for a club.
Vice.
Vice.
I'm pretty sure there is a club named Vice.
I mean, there
There-
has to be.
there's
'Cause
a
that would
chance.
be fantastic for a club name.
I mean, there's a brewery called Sin City Brewery.
Favorite bar name? Mine's tied. Favorite bar name?
Hogs and Heifers.
Really?
I went down to it. It's a
I-
dive
you-
bar, and
I-
I enjoyed it.
You are a redneck son of a bitch.
I
It's-
actually
it's not a
thought-
redneck. It's a biker bar. So
Don't care.
Porky's? Is that-
Porky's, yeah. See, mine's better.
Classless.
Listen,
Both of you.
hey, my answer was better.
I feel like
Not
they're-
by much, but
I
it
feel like
was.
they're the same bar. If we're being fair.
Well, Hogs and Heifers was the original idea for Coyote Ugly, and it was the Hogs and Heifers in New York that they based it off of. She opened another one out here. So
Yeah, yours
that-
was Cameron's was his hostel in Thailand's bar.
Poison.
Poison.
That's not. See, that's not bad. I think Vice is the answer though.
So mine's tied.
Okay.
It's the Liar's Bench in Placerville
Okay.
and the Regal Beagle in San Diego.
The Regal Beagle.
Yeah.
The Regal Beagle.
What about the Bucket of Blood?
No.
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 Nope.
No.
No.
Not even?
Porky's.
Porky's.
Listen, Hemingway's Carcass. Good name for a bar.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
there you go. That's not terrible actually. I like that.
We're just watching people walk by.
I know we're just people watching while we're shooting the podcast. It's
watching.
totally okay.
I mean, if they could see, they can see some of them. They saw that one guy that was peeking over your shoulder, looking at
there
your
was-
tablet to see what was
There
going
was
on.
definitely like a dude creeping on your shoulder for a little bit.
oh, yeah?
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, we were just watching them like,
like, what
huh,
the fuck's
wonder what
going
Lane
on?
would do if he saw this.
I mean, listen, dude. There's a big ass window behind me. What am I gonna do?
That is true.
I
That-
can't believe you're doing that. The whole point is to get people to watch. Like, why are
That's
you
true.
creeping my podcast?
I don't even care if they creep. I just find it funny that they're doing it behind you,
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
stare at your tablet.
All I'm doing on the podcast is reading the chat.
Exactly.
Right.
He's like, why is he watching the podcast while he's shooting the podcast?
Because I need the chat.
You know, I haven't, Christian hasn't come back from Italy yet.
No, he is. He texts me.
Oh, is he?
He's
Yeah.
been texting me the last couple days.
Oh, okay, he's
Dude,
back.
the pictures from Tuscany are ridiculous.
It's Tuscany,
yeah. He was all. I might have been at a place that was nicer than Tahoe. I'm like Lake Como.
like Como.
Yeah.
And he knew that. You knew it. He knew it.
Yeah, because it's the Italian Tahoe.
I mean, it's beautiful, dude. The place they stayed was amazing.
Was it next to George Clooney's house?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, everything
meet
about
George.
it. He texted me earlier. He was when he said he watched the last episode of the podcast, and he was like, I was excited that Casey was drinking port. I was drinking a 1970 vintage port with a cigar in Tuscany. I'm like, you.
Fuck you.
Just had to rub it in.
What a dick. That guy's off the Christmas list.
And then he texted me again. He's like, I'm really thinking about going to this event because I think it's tonight. No.
The Pappy's dinner?
It's Friday.
Oh, the Pappy's dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
I thought he was
Friday.
going to go.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it looks like a hell of an event. The menu's amazing.
That fucking 7-course.
We still got to
menu.
figure out if we're going to that.
Like Kansas City.
The
Yeah.
Kansas City
Fest or
event?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh, I
smoked
can't.
booth.
Oh,
When
yeah.
is it?
September. You'll be
When in September?
beginning of September?
We're not.
Yeah,
100%
I
sure.
will probably still be nursing a
You're gonna
healing
have
knee.
knee problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, we'll wheel you around.
Get him a wheelchair.
I'm sure you will leave me somewhere completely disadvantageous.
Listen, 10 to 1 might be heavily
I
intoxicated.
think,
We're
I
not
think
sure.
if you had the little knee scooter, you'd be fine.
Yeah, but he can't put weight on it, so
No
he
thanks
wouldn't
to
be on
either
it.
of you. Joe would take care of me, I'm sure.
Yeah, you'd be fine. We'll leave you with a responsible adult.
Yeah, we'll bring you a babysitter.
Fucking killing me. All right, so let's sum up this episode, right? We're like 6 months away from Terminator.
Yes,
Uh,
and also
well, yeah, okay, yeah.
hats throw on who's going to win this presidency.
I mean, at this point, DARPA has.
I don't
to
think
make
it's
this
hats,
nominated.
dude. If the Dems keep doing what they're doing, it's Trump. Which, I mean, I'm terrified either way, but
You're more terrified.
I
if
don't
his-
think it's
Harris
the end
comes
of the
in.
world because I don't think Congress is going to work with Trump in his last term, knowing that after 4 years he's done. Like he can't come back. He can't wield any more power. He's done. Right? I'm less scared of the second term than I was the first term.
I do have a question that popped into my mind about NATO. Because Trump was saying that he was going to back us out on NATO. Is he able to do that, or doesn't it take Congress approving
It would take
that?
an act of Congress.
Which is what I thought. So it doesn't matter if they Trump-proof it or not. It's already kind of Trump-proof, needing Congress to do it.
I don't think it's RFK Jr.
Who's is it? Oh God, no. Dude, when that guy starts talking, everyone's going to realize how much of a kook he is.
He's like,
Listen, I wish we had a third-party candidate that was viable. He's not it.
Uncle Bernie.
He's not going to run third party.
Uncle Bernie.
How do you run like a Democrat for 132 years? How do you run as an independent?
Because he's got no other options. Fuck it.
What is it? Oh, we still have to wait another 3 years before you can do it.
Yeah, I'll run in 3 years. I'll run the next time. It's fine.
That's right. You have to be 35, right?
Yes.
Lane, you're up.
Oh God, no.
What's vice president?
He's the VP.
Does it need to be 35?
I'm not going to be
years
the VP either.
Well, then you get Leo's job.
That's work. That's real work.
Well, then you either get to be the VP or you get Leo's job. You take a pick.
No, I want to be the ambassador to the UN.
No.
You can be,
What, too much trouble I can cause there?
That's nope. I got to keep you somewhere where we can keep my eye on you.
I can do it.
No.
I
What's,
want to be good
what's
for it,
Lane
but-
doing? Oh, he's up at the UN today. Wait, no one told. God, wait, what?
Get
No
him.
one told me.
Get him. Secret Service.
I
Code
mean,
red.
the vice president can still go there, can he?
Yes, but
Yeah.
he'd be the vice president.
So then, yeah. See, look,
No.
just do that. You'll
Yeah,
be there
no.
anyways.
Yeah, those are the options. You get fucking Leo's job or you get to be VP. So pick.
Hey, and you'll be what, head of the the Congress, or at least sitting in that chair, just in case there's a vote that needs to be split.
Is Ross Perot's corpse still around?
Dude, so I was in Fumare, right? Talking to the guys. And Ryan, who knows a lot about a lot, right? Because he was in that world for a long time.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the dude who's pressing, I don't know, the Nexus or the Singularity or whatever. Like the date it was 2049. Now they've moved it up to 2045 when we'll have the technology to live forever. Like the Grey Goo nanobots and, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a bunch of different ways it could happen, but one of them will happen by 2045.
All right.
I mean, we could totally reanimate
Just the
whatever presidential candidate we want.
the altered carbon.
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Downloading your brain.
Not even that, like Grey Goo nanobots that you just inject and they just repair you to where you're like 22 forever,
Oh, perfect.
right?
What more do you need?
When's that happening?
2045. There's a
2045.
guy, I don't remember it starts with a K, I think. I don't remember his name. But he was on the July 4th episode of Bill Maher. So you can look it up. He's kind of a kook, like he's definitely like a Mad Hatter scientist. But he thinks 2045 is when we'll reach the point either with merging with robotics or medical technology. And what he's pushing the most is this Grey Goo nanobots thing, where if you make it to that date, you can live as long as you want.
So I can make it to 102 if I make it to that date.
Yeah, the first season of Ultra Carbon was amazing.
That's facts, dude. The first season was fantastic. Sexy was
Yeah.
terrible, which is a shame.
Yet
Well,
another show
I think
haven't watched.
I think he calls it the Singularity, and it's 2045 is what he's projecting.
2045, so I'll still be around.
But look up that episode and watch him. He's actually a really good watch. I mean, he's super interesting. He's got a little bit of that, like, what's the physicist that everyone's afraid of?
Oh yeah. The kooky one.
Yeah, the guy that I don't know that he invented string theory, but he's the guy that posed all the different variations of string theory.
Yeah, the guy that shows up at conventions and people hide.
Yeah.
So they don't have to talk fucking 3 hours with him because he won't stop.
Yeah.
That guy.
He's got a little bit of that in him, but he's super interesting.
Okay.
It's worth watching.
I'll take a look.
Okay. You already watched it, right?
I got sidetracked. I watched parts of it.
Okay.
It was one of those things where I didn't have enough time.
I have to
Like
get
I
that-
was flipping through stuff and found it, put it on for a minute, and then had to be somewhere else.
Yeah, I have to get that information from you so I can look it up later because I'm not going to remember it now.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Alright.
cool. Like 2045, you can be 25 years for 300-400 years till you get bored.
Perfect.
I don't know if I want to be 25 the whole time though.
Well, I mean, they're nanobots. They're programmable. You can be 36. You could be Old Man Jenkins, but in perfect health. Walking like Anatoly, the weightlifter that goes into gyms acting like the cleaner.
Oh hell yeah!
And he just randomly picks up like 800 pounds. And they're like, what?
I love watching that guy.
That guy rules.
I just every once in a while I come across it and I'll just go through his feed and see what else he's done.
Yeah. So it'll be programmable. You can basically live whatever experience you want.
Hell yeah!
I'm for this.
I mean, you can legitimately, like at that point, just program VR into your head.
Legit me 29 and holding forever
Yeah.
Why not?
because that's what Dave always told me. I'm 29 and holding.
Someone's biography is going to be called 29 and Holding 500 years later.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I'd want to live that long. I'll
Why
stop
not?
at 102.
102.
102.
That seems like a waste.
102 wouldn't even be close. Like 400 years old, probably getting a little bored.
Well, that's the thing. I'm already irritated with how everything's going now. Why would I want to be irritated for more than 102 years?
Yeah, but you'd probably be less irritated.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
It'd be entertaining.
Listen,
at
your
that
kids
point.
would be brilliant. Your wife would be hot. Like, she'd
What-
still be mean.
What alternate universe
Hey.
is this?
Well, Casey was waiting for the crickets noise except for you to have them.
It's
button.
like, let me-
Casey's like, where's my sound
can't-
effects
I
board?
can't reach the button.
Kids would be smart. Wife would be hot. I mean, it could be. I mean, you said they were nanobots, so if they could take me back to where I had six-pack and blowing shit up, I'd be okay with that.
Bowman says his book would be called Apologies in Advance. I don't know what mine would be called.
Listen,
Listen. See, he already got it.
Lane's autobiography. Listen.
Knife hand on the front. Just
There's a
listen.
picture of you with the knife hand.
Not even him. It's just the knife hand.
Super, super intimidating picture. Just listen.
This looks interesting. Flips it over, reads it like, oh, he's just okay.
Yeah. They look at the cover and they're afraid. They're like, ugh.
I'm not
I ain't
gonna
picking that up. No.
I had a thought. So we've been
Dangerous.
saying for the whole time we've been doing this, right? The problem is people are unwilling to have uncomfortable conversations.
Yep.
Like no one wants to talk to someone that disagrees with them. I think I know the way around that, right? If you're not comfortable talking to someone that disagrees with you, in private, before you find that situation, watch or read things that make you uncomfortable. Because then when it presents you in real life, you're already used to it. You've already tempered your response. You can stay in that moment rather than crawling back into your like prefrontal cortex cave and, you know, being all aggressive.
Sorry.
I mean, he's the one that gave me the nickname. There's nothing I can do about it.
We were
is true.
giggling about that.
We were just waiting for him to read it first.
Stories from the crossroads.
Dude, we were living in the same apartment in Slow, and a bunch of us went back. We were drinking, bars closed. We go back to my place. And I happened to check my P.O. box. Not my P.O. box, but like the communal mailbox thing. And I just bought that F-150.
Oh, okay.
So I was waiting for my license plate. And I pull it out, and I pull it out backwards. So they see it first, and they just start fucking laughing. Because he's been calling me the devil for, I don't know, ever. And I was like, what? And I turn it around, and I just fucking hang my head. God
The
damn it.
disappointed laden face.
Disappointed lane face.
That's, for the record, Bowman, that's going to be our first T-shirt, is disappointed lame face. They've decided.
Yeah.
I got outvoted.
Facts.
Nothing I can do.
We just got to make sure we get the right disappointed laden face.
Oh, we got another one.
You guys ready to wrap it up?
Yep.
Yeah, let's
17
call
after.
it.
Yep. Call it.
All right, guys, that's been another Big Ash podcast.
Something, live
Big
stream.
Ash live.
Live.
Yeah, live. The live
and in
Big
charge.
Ash. Our Big Ash on the line. There you go. Look at that.
There you go. I like it.
If you made it this far, go ahead and do the YouTube thing, and we'll catch you on the next one.